Hello, team and family. This is WA number 6, question 14. Kathy recorded the percent of her clothing that is red, yellow, blue, or orange in the table below. If Kathy has 145 pieces of clothing, how many pieces of red clothing does she own? So I'm looking for red clothing, which is 10%. So I'm going to set up my proportion where I know that 145 pieces of clothing is my total. I'm looking for how many of those are red, given that 10% are red out of 100. So I set up my proportion. X is my part, 145 is my whole thing, or my total. 10% is how many are red out of 100%. So I can first start off by cross multiplying. 145 times 10 equals 100 times x. Step 2, multiply 145 times 10, which is 1,450, equals 100 times x. Step 3, divide both sides by the number in front of x. So I'm going to divide both sides by 100. So I'm dividing 1,450 by 100. I can take away 1 0 from the top and the bottom, so instead it's 145 divided by 10, and 145 divided by 10 gets me 14 and 5/10, which is equal to x. Because we're looking for the amount of red pieces of clothing, I know that it's hard to have a half of a shirt or a piece of clothing, so acceptable answers besides 14 and 5/10, I would have allowed if you put 14 or if you put 15. If we were to judge off of which one would be the best, I'd probably say 14 would have been the best answer, just because you wouldn't round clothing up. If you have half of a shirt, then really you only have 14 pieces of clothing. So I would say the best answer would be 14, but I would have accepted 14 and 5/10 or 15.